Once again, we're here, Jesse Rzinski Show. I had a complete thing lined up, then something happened back home. I read comments on what happened, well, people's feelings. It completely pulled an audible. So here we go. It was up in Luzerne County, which the county I grew up in. It happened in Plains Township. Okay. Husband and wife were shot dead in the street by neighbor, then apparently committed suicide in his home in a dispute over snow shoveling, snow disposal. As crazy as that sounds, I keep saying 2020 part deux. Hopefully you guys get that. But, people go straight to guns. Why is it always straight to guns? I mean, could have used a knife, ice pick, snow shovel, ice scraper. I mean, really anything. When you get to the point where you're shooting people in that situation, apparently something had been brewing for a very, very long time for it to come to that. Because we've all had neighbors you don't get along with, hated doing dumb stuff. Pretty sure none of us could say it came to shooting them. So, it's the gun thing. Like, that's why we need to get rid of guns. This could have been done by anything. If you get to that point, it does not matter what you have. It's coming to killing your neighbors over snow removal. I don't know why we always have to. I mean, obviously it's because someone got shot, so obviously it's the gun's fault. No, this is well beyond that. This is a people problem. And I've been saying this over and 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 over again. We have massive problem in this country. We have for very, very many years. People have been getting demonized just for who they voted for what they believe. And it's never really a conversation. It's just all straight up vitriol and hate. Encouraging violence against them. I went over it just the other day. All the people calling, they like to stand over Donald Trump's, dead body. They want to punch him in the face. They want to blow up the White House. They want to lock Barron in cages with pedophiles. AOC still accusing Ted Cruz of attempted murder with no proof, and that's not how it actually happened, but there's crazy enough people on that side that believe it. And they're pushing all this, and they still are, even after the election, because they have power. Like, this is a top-down problem. Like, if you noticed, how many things leftist people have been saying, all this violent, miserable stuff. People, looting, rioting, all that last summer. Federal agents blinded by lasers at a courthouse, violence, all that. Not one word mentioned. Minneapolis burns to the ground. Now there might be some fires, but it's mostly peaceful. No. You guys kept spraying that it was mostly peaceful, nothing to see here. Until the 6th, when suddenly everyone that does that is a domestic terrorist, which then goes and spreads the hate meter even farther towards one side. First, that side's crazy for saying that anything is going on there, and people are crazy for feeling how they do about it. And then that happens, and then again, they're crazy and domestic terrorists, attempted murderers, apparently. Still like to know how that one even tickles anyone's fancy or is in anyone's head. Like, that one truly baffles my mind. But there it is, from the top down. Just the other day, Pelosi, what'd she say? The enemy is within the house. As in, people in the GOP are the enemies of everyone, because they're still doing it. Like, it's a top-down thing. They say all these hateful, vile, mean things, threatening things. Everything happened last summer. It's just we have been such a powder keg, and everyone keeps, like, no one's calling to calm it down. At least on that, like, no one. Someone ran on calming it down, hadn't done anything to try to help. Like, this is a people problem. Between politicians, media, just, like, people need to look into stuff. Do, like, they, like, need to, like, look in research. Find the truth on some stuff. Just stop just listening, just spreading hate and going straight for violence and anger as the thing, and actually communicate with each other, because it doesn't happen all too often anymore. Really never does. Ever. Reaching across the aisle to bring everyone together turned into a million executive orders, turned into all this, and then it makes more people unhappy. Like, just communicate. Be human beings. Do your job. Because it's coming to stuff like that. First thing everyone goes to again, guns. Yeah, the gun just happened to be there, but if it got to the point where you were so discontent with your own neighbor that you shoot both of them in that situation over that, well, that's well beyond a gun problem. That's a people problem. A whole big people problem. I've admitted times where I would argue with people, and I wouldn't talk for weeks. We've all done it. We've all been there. What the hell is wrong with us when we're coming to that? Like, that's obnoxious. That's not America. Like, you're supposed to be able to have your own opinion. That all hell breaking loose. I mean, if it's something as simple as snow shoveling leads to that, that is obviously a problem that was building for a very long time. And again, communication could have, stuff like that could have fixed everything. Like, just being able, like, not demonizing people and just, like, actually using your words, your real words, and staying calm. Stop being offended by everything and triggered by everything, and just accept it. Talk to the person. Explain yourself. Listen. It's not that difficult. Like, it's embarrassing. And all you people listening to this, hopefully, like, you should all agree, this is embarrassing when something like that comes to this. You keep seeing stories like it. And you go straight to, it's guns, we need to get rid of guns. Yeah, more gun legislation. They're trying to push it through, so even owning antique firearms that don't work and displaying them, you need to, go and they want you to put you on some kind of database and register and licenses and offer to display an antique firearm. I think they're trying to shred the thing already, make it so you could sue gun manufacturers. Again, I went over this. We're going to sue breweries and distilleries, vineyards, all of them for car manufacturers for drunk driving. It kills people. Because I went over the numbers before. Like, it's just always one thing. Guess what? This is a human being problem. This is a people problem. I am overseeing the people problem. I mean, disagreeing. I disagree with a lot of people. Never to that point. It should never come to that point. So yeah, I'm a little pissed off about it. You should all be pissed off about it, but there's no other way to put it except for this is ridiculous. This should not happen. This is inexcusable. This is not America. We're turning into like war zones. Yeah, we're so free. Well, they have federal agents, up there near the stock exchange and all that because of the whole protests and anger over the GameStop debacle with Robinhood and the hedge funds and all that, the hecticness that's happening there, even though they do that all the time, but then immediately you have to stop normal people from doing it, even though that's how all these people are billionaires. Yeah. Like, still, the fences and all that are still up in the Capitol. Barbed wire, like you are perpetrating that there is a violent enemy. And it cares. They're saying it's all coming from one side to include inside, our own government and inside the House. Members of the GOP. Like, how hard is it to just understand? People have different beliefs than you. People think that your beliefs are crazy. Sit down. Talk about it. Discuss it. That's what you have the floor for. Debate. Used to be a very healthy thing. Before everyone got so triggered because someone looked at them. Ooh. Get over yourself and get over it. I'm disgusted. Look, that's another family. that's lost members over something as dumb as that. Because people don't know how to act like human beings anymore. See, I almost slipped there. Sorry to let you down, Alex. But, like, how hard is it? I sit here and do this all the time. When I read stuff, I go back and stuff. I very rarely get comments from y'all. But, I mean, like, I can sit down on conversations with people on any side, and, you know, I'm normally more on top just because I look into this stuff more, because, you know, it's what I do. I'd like to actually know what's really going on. And there's heated stuff, but, I mean, we still move on and continue to talk and be friends. Like, it's not that hard. Nothing should come to that. And if you think it should, guess what? You are also, once again, one of my favorite phrases, well, exactly what is wrong with this country. And what is holding us back, and what is, just, like I said, it's going to keep getting worse because no one seems to give a damn about calming the tensions, turning the temperature down, acting like adults. I don't know, is that the better phrase for it? Like, I'm tired of seeing this stuff. Tired of it. And no one that has the power to calm any of it down and start proving that we could be adults and start working together and communicating is actually trying to do anything. They're just throwing more spew. Gas on the fire. I mean, whatever you want to call it. Like, it needs to stop. I don't want it to get worse. It's going to keep getting worse. And that is also a problem for me. Like, so if you're listening to this, hey, again, like I always say, talk to someone. Communicate. Look on both sides. Try, like, if it turns into an explosion, you know what, at least you tried. But we got to learn how to start talking to each other. And actually communicating and not demonizing half the country. This is now officially, like, beyond, it was beyond ridiculous last year. And yet here we still are. Even dumber stuff happening. Capitol looks like we're in a war zone, in a government encampment. Like, all over the place. It is ridiculous. Prayers go out to the family. If they ever see this, like, that shouldn't ever, like, be the final result. And that had to be spewing and building and everything for months and months for it to even get there. If you try to say it didn't, I mean, it's not, like, that's just asinine. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like, share, comment, follow me on other places. Tell me what you think. Tell your friends. Tell someone. I don't know, but get out there and talk to each other because I'm over this stuff. And, well, until we talk again tomorrow, peace.